Recently, a parent told me that she bought an online GRE course prep for her daughter who is looking for undergraduate admissions. I told her, you don't need to prepare for GRE examination for undergraduate admissions. This is one of the hundreds of scenarios that we face on a daily basis when we are interacting with parents and students who are looking for admission in foreign universities. Hello friends, I am Rachat Agrawal, co-founder of AdmitCard and The Big League, and today we are here to discuss different examination that a student needs to give across different streams when they are looking for admission into US or UK university. This is the second video in this series. In the previous video, we discussed about different examination that a student needs to give at undergraduate. So if you are a parent or a student looking for such informative videos, do subscribe this channel so that you can stay tuned with the latest video. So let me quickly reiterate some of the things which we discussed in the previous video. So we discussed that there are two types of examination that a student needs to give. One is domain specific examination or analytical examination, and second is English proficiency test, because that is the language in which you are going to do your course. So typically there are 4 English proficiency exam that you can give, which is widely accepted. Number 1 is IELTS, number 2 is TOEFL, number 3 is PTE, which is Pearson test, and number 4, which is the latest upcoming one, which is Duolingo. All of these 4 examinations are quite widely accepted in US and in UK. Additionally, many universities give you a English proficiency exam waiver if your medium of instruction in your previous study has been English and you have scored well. So before you are applying to a university, you can actually check the course requirement page and check whether you are eligible to get a medium of instruction waiver or not. However, we recommend students to give English proficiency test as it might be a requirement at visa stage. So better to give the English proficiency test. Now coming to domain specific or analytical test. We discussed that there are 3 categories in which universities can be divided. The category 1 is where tests are required. Category 2 is where tests are optional. Category 3 is test blind or test free. What they mean, a test required university would mean that you need to submit your application to that university along with your test score, so that the analytical test is compulsory for the application. A test optional university would mean you can submit your application with or without the test score. If you will submit it with score, they will consider it. If you will submit the application without test score, they will evaluate the application based all other things. Test blind category means that the university is not going to see the test score. If you are going to submit your test score in that university, they are going to discard it and evaluate your application with everything else. If you are still confused which examination to give for UK or US, or if you are looking for countries beyond US and UK, what I have done is I have created a small tool which you can use to identify which examination to give for your choice of country, for your choice of department. You can find the link of the tool below in the description. You can comment tool or DM me and I will send you the link of the tool. Straight away coming to the 6 domains that we are going to discuss today. Number 1 is engineering and technology. Number 2 is business management and commerce. Number 3 is medicine. Number 4 is law. Number 5 is design and architecture. And number 6 is arts humanities. So for engineering and technology in India at postgraduate level, we give examination like GATE, JAM, while in US, we give GRE as the main examination. A lot of universities also accept application without GRE. Similarly in UK, majority of the university don't require any domain specific examination. Some of them you can apply with GRE score. Second stream is business and management. In India, we give examination like CAT, ZAT, NMAT. In US, the most prominent examination is GMAT. Alternatively, you can also give GRE as an examination for management courses. Similarly, in UK also, you can apply with GRE and GMAT score. Many university doesn't require a GRE or a GMAT score when you are applying in UK. The third stream that we have is medicine. In India, we give examination like NEET PG, AIMS PG. In US, we give USMLE for the postgraduate program. In UK, we have an examination called UKMLA. Some of you would have heard an examination called PLAB, but now UKMLA has replaced PLAB as an examination. The fourth stream that we have is law. In India, we give examination like CLAD PG or AILET PG. In US, we have examination called LSAT. Why in UK we have examination called LNAT. The fifth stream that we have is design and architecture. In India, we give examination like GATE, NIDPG or CET. In US, typically we don't need to give any examination when we are looking for design and architecture course, but we need to submit the portfolio work. Additionally, some university also has GRE score as optional. In UK, you don't need to give any examination. You need to just submit your portfolio when you are applying for postgraduate program in design and architecture. So friends, I hope now you are clear about the different examination that you need to give when you are looking for different streams in US and UK. And hence, when you shortlist your university and course, do go through the course description page, understand the requirement of examination and prepare accordingly. I hope this video was useful for you. Kindly share it with anyone you know could benefit out of it. And for more such videos, do subscribe this channel and stay tuned. Thank you.